Here we go. We are getting ready to start our talk show segment right now with our hostess, Natasha. Give her a hand as she comes.
Hi everybody, welcome to So Official on Teens LOLTV. Today we have some very special guests lined up for you all. So can you tell the audience a little bit about yourselves and what is it you guys do?
My name is Sequoia Bell, and I go to Everett High School. I'm going to be a senior this year. And Natasha came to me as a friend, just saying, hey, you know, I'm doing this group, and it's going to be called So Official, and we're going to be dancing for a purpose, and, you know, I really want you to be involved. And so I said, okay, and ever since then, we've been working hard at trying to make that, you know, dream come true, I guess. And, yeah, that's pretty much what I do when it comes to the So Official.
Hi, my name is Vershawna. I go to Sexton. I'm a junior, and I'm 15. My purpose is dancing. I love dancing. I started dancing since 3rd grade, and Natasha also came to me and asked me did I want to, you know, help join the dance team, and I was so excited. And it's not even that it's just dance. We do it for a purpose. We do it for a cause, and it's actually a good thing. It's just a good spirit, a good vibe, and I thank God for everything that happened.
So I have a few questions for you all. So how do you guys feel being on So Official has impacted your lives, personally?
It's impacted me a lot because one, I've learned to like put what's most important first, and you know, we do a lot of hard work and it takes a lot of time and dedication to make all this stuff happen, and that's really impacted me because it helps me, you know, just prioritize really well, and also it just helps me get more involved in the community, and you know, even things like this, reaching out to people, trying to get them more involved and helping teens, and you know, dancing for a purpose, hoping that, you know, we can touch somebody. That's really impacted my life a lot.
It impacted me by changing my whole attitude. Whenever I'm angry or I feel upset or I want to cry, I just dance, you know, and I like how we help others, we support, we volunteer, we do community service, just to help people out in the same case that we go through, or if we go through the same thing, we can just give good advice, give good support.
Okay, so the topic of the show is bullying, as you can see, and she covered a lot of it, but have you guys ever been bullied?
No.
Whether it's being called out your name or having, you know...
I did. When I was in elementary school, I was a little short, little chubby girl. I swear my stomach was like out here and everything, and I had all that baby fat, and then I got these big lips. I know y'all seeing them, and everybody used to talk about me when I was in elementary school, and it really used to like hurt my feelings, but I don't know, you just get through it, and I'm glad that I, you know, did get through that, because now I can relate to people because I know what it feels like to be bullied and stuff, but not really recently, I haven't.
When I was younger, I'm still short, so I got called short a lot. I didn't have no front teeth. That was so embarrassing. And and they would always talk about me, but not really. I think it's because I was the smallest and they probably felt bad. I really didn't know. But at the same time, it affected me, but it didn't hurt as bad because I knew who I was. I didn't need nobody to tell me who I was. And that's exactly it.
That's really good.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you could give advice to someone who is going through bullying at the moment, what would it be?
Stay strong.
I know, be yourself. Don't worry about what nobody has to say about you, because at the end of the day, they ain't you, and they probably just hating on you, or you know, you don't know what people are personally going through in life. You don't know, you know, if they're getting put down at home or whatever. So don't use that negative energy and beat yourself down too. You know, just I say just wave it off and stay true to yourself. Don't think about it.
I think you should stay strong. Don't let nobody tell you what to do or how to do it. If you know you're doing something right, then continue doing it. You know, just believe in yourself. You don't have to have anybody believe in you. As long as you know who you are, then that's fine.
So, if someone is scared to go to their parents or an adult figure or authority figure about being bullied, can you guys give examples on how they can approach this person or how they can get help?
Your counselor, there's a teacher. I know there's somebody out there that will listen to you, even if you think that they won't. Just give it a try. You will never know the outcome of asking someone for help. There's always police officers or something. Firefighter.
Yeah, I say go to, it's always hard to address tough situations with people, but they love you for a reason, they're there for a reason, they will support you, and if they can't help you, they'll be that shoulder for you to cry on if you need it. And also, if you're not going through anything, I say step out and be the person that somebody can come to. I do a lot involved in the community, a lot dealing with the youth and middle schoolers, and I love being able to be there for them to, come to me and be able to tell me their stories, and I can relate to them, and even if I can't, I can try and find them help if I can't help them myself. So if you're not going through anything, don't just say, hey, I'm cool. No, be the person that somebody can come to, because you can change lives just by, being listening ears sometimes.
That's awesome.
Where in the world is Superwoman today? Back in LA! What up everyone, it's your girl Superwoman, and I am back from vacay and jumping straight into work, just like a lot of you, because I know a lot of you are going back to school, or you just went back to school, or you live across the world and you've been in school for a few months now, in which case, awkward. But either way, it doesn't matter if you're just starting or you've been doing it for a while now. I'm gonna give you the realest school advice ever. And I mean like real, not like Nicki Minaj booty reel where there's like a huge controversy and people don't know if it's real or fake. I'm pretty sure it's just squats. Nah man, you can't get them from squats, that booty padded. Oh yeah, well I heard her booty drank Red Bull and now it has wings. Nah. Vibe. I'm gonna tell you some advice, tips, and tricks for school that I wish people told me when I was in school. You ready? Leg up. Number 1, back to school shopping is the biggest scam ever. And baby, I get it, okay? I see the back to school commercials all like, hey, look at me with my new backpack and laptop getting great grades because I'm happy. But nah, that's just not how things work. And I know you've convinced yourself and your parents that you need all these expensive school supplies in order to succeed. But boo, can I be real with you? That new laptop and those cool looking gel pens over there are not gonna get you good grades, okay? Studying and sucking up to the teacher are gonna get you good grades. And that's what's up. So get some discipline and self-control, save your money, and use that money to buy your teacher a new mug. That's what's up. And trust me when I say, you're gonna want that extra money when tuition bills just be knocking on your door like, knock knock, who's there? No one, because your house got repossessed and you ain't got a door. That's what's up.
So, do the audience have any questions? Yes, Nakia Knox. I'm happy I could say Nakia Knox. Well, I have been bullied. Like the 5th grade, I attended school with Shamara and I was bullied for about a year and a half, and I guess it got to a point where it was like me against them. And I think, well, I had the mentality that fighting was always the way out of things, fight and it be, but it's really not. I feel like the way you react to the situation puts yourselves in the predicament. You can walk away, and it's not about being soft or people calling you out your name, because it really don't matter. At the end of the day, when you go up for judgment, it's not going to be you and Shaniqua and Bonquiqui. It'll be you, and God. And so you can say, I walked away, and you can get the victory out of that situation. So I just learned that through any situation, I have to really think about it, because everyone knows that I jump to conclusions. I use my mouth, I use my words right away in some situations, and really just sit back and really think about the consequence of it. If they hit you and you hit them back, really think about it. Y'all both gonna be in jail, not just her. So really just think about it. And that's how I would do about it. Any other questions? Yes, I can't really see, but I kind of.
So my question is, and this is probably, I don't know if it's really a tough question, but give more insight from your age group. But we're facing a serious thing that's going on in schools now, and as Christians, how are you handling that type of bullying? because you can't. In other words, what I'm saying is we can't express our faith. So as a young child, I'm speaking from my daughter's a question that she came home and asked us, is that I can't go to school and talk about Christianity, but I can have a teacher make a comment about another religion, or some other student from another religion can say something, but when I speak out, so that's a form of bullying. How do you handle that situation?
You can go.
I think one way, that's a really good question. And it's a really big thing that we really do have to deal with and face. And I think just, it's kind of like, I don't know, you just have to, it's like you can't give up. You gotta just keep pushing through, because like, you really can make changes. And if you can't, I mean, even saying a little something to your friends or trying to get them more involved, like what Mikey does with Imprint, you know, it starts off small, but the more and more you keep going and you don't give up, whether it's 5 people or 20 people or 30 people, you know, whatever, like you just gotta keep pursuing what you're aiming to do, because like there's always gonna be negative people. The teachers are always gonna, you know, downplay whatever your religion or whatever, and I just feel like you gotta just keep going, don't give up, and keep trying to pursue what your passion is, and don't give up. Like that's the biggest thing. Like just keep going, because it can turn out big. Like it can have a big outcome.
Well, I personally, about that situation, I feel like that's the problem with schools. Now Christ has been taken out of schools, and I feel like if putting God back in schools is something you really want to do, then go for it. Being under God I guess abuse cannot really bring you down. If you're under him, then it can only go so far. You know, so if you stand under him and you really focus on putting it back in schools, then regardless of what anyone says or does, it will not harm you if you're under him. Personally, like if a principal, it's, you know, big authority in the school, but the principal can't really kick you out of school. I think everything happens for a reason. So if you stay under God, then just know that you being kicked out of school, he has better for you, you know. He's gonna put you in an early college program basically. And so you won't need to go to high school anymore. I just feel like if you stay under him, then anything is possible. So just work at it.
I feel like God should come first through everything, but not everybody feel that way. If you just keep going and do what you want to do, like Sequoia said, putting 5 people together or 20, just don't give up, try. Even if you don't get the same outcome that you want, you can't say you didn't stop, you can't say you didn't try, and nobody can say that. As long as you got people to support you, or it can be just you, as long as you know what you want, or if you want to tell your teacher that you're right, don't say that. I'm not saying say that, but as long as you know you're right, as long as you know that God is first, then don't give up.
And it'll turn, like, if you start off little, I promise you it'll turn out big. Like, if you just keep going and keep going. Like, because then their friend will bring a friend, and then their friends will bring a friend, or, you know, even if it's not something like that, just passing along the word, you know, it doesn't affect a whole lot of people. It affects at least that one person. And so just don't give up. Don't get discouraged. Like, just stay focused on God and all that. So, yeah.
So next question.
What would be the first step to, because bullying is so bad right now, what would be the first step to stopping someone from being bullied? What would be the first step for that? As in, I see you all doing the Teens LOL talk show, and it's good that we're talking about this subject and we're even on this topic, because I can only imagine, I know that somebody in this room has been bullied. So what would be the first step to stopping someone from being bullied? A lot of times we tend to go to the one that's being bullied, but what about the one that's being the bully?
I think first and foremost, if you're talking about generation-wise, like all at once, or are you talking about me personally in the situation with one person?
What positive would you say to the person that is doing the bullying? Because the bully,
Okay.
what would you say to the bully?
Okay, we got this. Okay, well, for all you guys who don't know, we actually did a mentoring program at Gardner Middle School, so we were able to talk to kids younger than us one-on-one, and I think that has a lot to do with this, because everyone, how to put this, I think people react based on what they've been through. And so sometimes when you see someone bullying and different stuff like that, just saying hi can put a smile on their face. Maybe when they go home, they're getting abused, you know, raped or anything like that. So just saying hi to that person will make them want to open up more. And we had to learn that you have to keep pushing this person to open up, because you never know. And we learned a lot of things about people. The people that have been bullying, being abused at home, and just being that person that they can open up to helped a lot, and it really changed their lives because they didn't have that person at home. So I think the first step is to really get to know the person personally and why they do what they do, and then from there you can change it. Because once you know they open up and they get closure on what they're going through, it'll be easy for them to say, well, I'm sorry for what I did. I did this because I was going through this and I was totally wrong.
What's up? Number 2, if people borrow your school supplies, you ain't getting them back. And if you don't learn this lesson the first time, oh. Because when someone turns to you and is all like, do you have a pen? And you look in your backpack and the only pen you got is that inky, gel, nice padded pen, you lie. I ain't got a pen. I never got a pen. I've never owned a pen. Pens are against my religion. This is science class, homie. This ain't no charity. Number 3, when you're in elementary school and high school, everything seems like the biggest deal in the world. People be getting dramatic over all types of ish. I failed my test. I didn't make the basketball team. I didn't get voted on to student council. I accidentally farted in class. What I need you to understand right now is all that ish is temporary. You don't need to be stressing about that. And I know it's gonna hurt, you're gonna be upset, and that's okay. But what I'm saying is don't let it ruin your experience. Because I promise you, years from now, you won't even remember that crap. So don't sweat it. Enjoy it and don't stress yourself out, because one day, I promise you, you're gonna miss school. During your school life, you are going to get heartbroken. You're gonna lose a friend, someone's gonna backstab you, someone's gonna cheat on you. It's going to happen, and it happens to everyone. Specifically with relationships, what I want to tell you is you don't need to get all upset over that boy and girl and start ruining your grades and skipping class and doing all types of stupid crap. You're so young, there's plenty of fish in the sea, okay? This ain't Finding Nemo. This is real life, okay? If Nemo wanna go and get lost. Because let me tell you something, every person I know looks back at their school life and is like, what was I thinking? Because you might be dating someone right now and they might break your heart. And they might be like the Big Mac right now, but years from now, when puberty does him wrong, he gonna turn into a crusty burger. What up, t-shirt reference? Nailed it. Nailed it. Oh, I pulled everything. And mark my words, you're crying now, but years from now you gonna be on the phone like, girl, do you remember when I was dating that cray? And your friend's gonna be like, girl, and you're gonna be like, what was I thinking? And then you're gonna come back to this video and be like, Number 5, it's hot. Oh my god, it's so hot. This one's really simple. Don't be mean to people. Y'all honking during my video? Don't be mean to people. And I'm not just saying this because it's jerkish to be mean to people. I'm saying it because you don't know where those people are gonna end up years from now. And trust me when I say, those people might be really successful and really freaking cool, and you're gonna regret it. Because who knows, they might turn into like an awesome YouTuber with great hair, and you're gonna be like, I wasn't mean to her, or else I could have rolled with her and been her friend. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and share it, because there's so many students out there that could benefit from hearing all of this. Also, if you want to check out my daily vlogs on my second channel, they're right there, so click that. Make sure you subscribe. It is a separate channel. Also,
so next we have a special guest artist. She is so dear to my heart. She means the world to me. She has love for God, and her name is Shamara, and she'll be singing her song of Beauty.
Sometimes you look at your reflection
and don't like what you see, pointing out all your imperfections and missing all of your beauty. But what you're crying for, oh, don't you know that you're special? And every single flaw and characteristic, y'all, was intended just for you. And sometimes the world can be caught in society. You've got to rise above and know that you're perfect just the way God made you, 'cause He makes no mistakes. No, God made you beautiful. Your hair, your skin, flaws and imperfections, your beauty within. So the next time that you feel like crying, know that you are so bright. Just lift your head up to the sky and maybe you'll see, maybe you'll see, maybe you'll see yourself through His eyes. God, I wanna see me like you do. Don't know what I would do without you. He made you bright and beautiful, and I just thought that you should know. No matter what the world may say, make sure you love yourself the way that He made you, and don't be afraid to say that, yeah, God made you beautiful. Your hair, your skin, flaws and imperfections, your beauty within. So the next time that you feel like crying, know that you are so bright. Just lift your head up to the sky and maybe you'll see yourself through His eyes. Your beauty is more than skin deep, and He knows because He made you. You're part of His creation. He made you for a reason. Just know that He sees you as beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
That you like, we don't clap, we. Yes, okay, in the microphone. Here, how old are you?
I'm 16.
16. When did you start writing poetry?
I don't even remember. I just got it like from my parents because they're so creative. So after that, like, I just always started writing.
Okay, tell me your favorite book to read.
I would have to say, to be honest, the Bible.
That's okay, that's okay. And we do want you to be honest, especially because, we kind of in the church building and things. So it's good to be honest. But wait, I'm not done yet. Okay, so how have you been impacted by gun violence?
Actually, in Muskegon, there's a lot of gun violence. So you see it all the time. Every time you look at the news, you're seeing somebody die, a young kid especially, and it's just like, it hurts you because life is precious, and to lose it is just, it just hurts your heart. Dressed up? Are you obsessed with the thought of killing those who succeed? The street cred take over while common sense recedes? I don't get it. I'm confused. Tell me, why do you refuse to choose a life without abuse? You think it's cool? I'm not amused. If only you knew that your education could get you further than your crew and the dirty work that they ask you to do. Put down the gun, pick up a book. Clear your vision and take a second look at the world and what you see. God cared enough to give you the air to breathe. Now, with the desire to succeed, change your life. Our ancestors didn't fight for our rights just to be seen. They did it with a purpose and with meaning. Did they do their work in vain? Did they fight just so we could be locked up and put in chains? It's kind of strange that they didn't even know our names, but they fought anyway so there could one day be a change. It's a waste of time killing people as they leave their families behind. While they're rising to the sky, you're still on solid ground searching for your peace of mind. But the answer is not in the bullets. Hand on the trigger, contemplating, should I pull it? The consequences could be heavy and you know it. You're not thinking of the reaping of the seed as you sow it. You're thinking of the glory you receive from your crew, saying it's only one life, pull the trigger, then it's through. But what if that was you on the other side of the weapon? God's creation blown away at the split of a second. In spirit, sitting silent and watching your family as they wept, but there's nothing they could do but hope the killer learned his lesson. And as your empty corpse lessens, your spirit flows free. You're unable to accomplish earthly goals and dreams, but you're satisfied with your eyes as you look to the sky because you know that there lies a heavenly home on high. Still your family cries, they're distraught, unable to function. The young killer walks the streets, confident as if he runs them. And those who want a future sit around in fear and fright, thinking, will I see tomorrow or be shot and killed tonight? Dear Lord, we need your light, so I pray with all my might that even though we have our own eyes, we see through your sight.
Okay, wait.
Thank you, Jesus.
Okay, so in poetry clubs and in poetry moments, when the poet says something that you like, we don't clap, we